Prologue in Chapter 1 of 2nd year Volume 9.5 has been fully translated in English. You will find the link for it in the description. And here are my thoughts on this chapter. So first we start with the prologue, which is the monologue of Ayanokoji with the title Irreplaceable Daily Life, where we get Ayanokoji's thought about his school life, enjoying his daily life and hoping to spend his life to the very last second. He just says that the battle from here on now is going to be a long one and he doesn't need to do anything special every day. That's what it's all about, living a common life. And with that we reach the first chapter, the Song of Loneliness. And the start of this chapter wasn't something that I was expecting. It starts with Ayanokoji waking up from a dream that he said was weird. While he said he normally doesn't care about dreams, this time it was different. And the next thing he said was, I think the homeroom teacher was a bunny girl. So Ayanokoji was dreaming about Shabashira sensei in a bunny suit. So there's a research that if you're thinking about something a lot, you are pretty likely to have a dream about that, or if you are focusing subconsciously on something, then the dream is likely to be about that. And I have noticed that several times with myself. So now that makes me wonder, Ayanokoji, what have you been thinking recently, huh? To have a dream about Shabashira sensei being a bunny girl, now that's up for your interpretation. But this now canonically proves that Ayanokoji is not a rascal. Moving on, we see that the Cold War between Ayanokoji and Kei is all going according to Ayanokoji's plan and that there is nothing to worry yet. And then there was the info about Kei's health which we got from the synopsis. And turns out Ichinose knows about this situation and even messages Ayanokoji asking him if he is okay and all that smooth talk. And one important thing that you will notice here is that Ayanokoji said that he will go to gym since he wants to buy a certain thing. And you will see the mention of this certain thing later on in the chapter too. But it's not revealed what it is. It's mentioned a lot, so definitely something very important to the plot. Is it a gift to Karuizawa or is it something related to his big plan? Let me know what you think. And with that we go to the part 1 of the chapter. Ayanokoji enters the Kiyaki Mall and goes to the gym, and to his surprise there was people there. And what Ayanokoji was surprised about was the character Mashima Sensei, the class teacher of 2nd year class A. And this is how Ayanokoji described him. It was the homeroom teacher of year 2 class A, Mashima Sensei. He has a large muscled physique and his sportswear is very suitable for him. Yeah, that's definitely the character that I saw in season 1. They couldn't have made it more accurate. Keeping that aside, they get into some chit chat about Ayanokoji being a new guy in the gym, and at first I thought Mashima sensei was just being excited, like explaining everything to what he thought was a new person to the gym. So for me that explained his weirdness, but as soon as he mentioned that his schedule for gym is every day except Thursday, I went like, maybe that will be some useful info. Is there like a special teacher meeting on Thursday or something like that? And I thought maybe in the future 2-3 volumes this info might come in handy somehow. And later on he's probably, when asked if he is going to do something on Christmas Eve, at that time I definitely thought that it was about his love life. But I thought it was going to be Shabashira sensei, as he clearly had denied Hoshinomiya sensei before. That's what I thought. And then Mashima sensei said that he was planning to sweat it out in the gym the whole day, and I was like, he's exaggerating, right? He's smart enough to know that it's not good for the body, but turns out love leaves a man blind, because Ayanokoji goes to him later and turns out he didn't even realize he spent hours in the gym and was going to continue if it wasn't for Ayanokoji. All of this was really weird until the girl from the gym came towards him and Ayanokoji. That's where it all connected. The reason he's spending so much time in the gym and all of his weirdness. And turns out love between teachers is forbidden, and even though it can be in secret, he did give some good points for it not to be Hoshinomiya or Chabashira sensei. Although I would say Chabashira sensei could have been a good choice for him, but I digress. Then we get the reason for him not going to gym on Thursday. But the only problem with this whole arrangement is that he left Ayanokoji to get information on her. I mean, I don't know what to say, but Mashima sensei now just needs to pray that she doesn't end up falling for Ayanokoji somehow. That would be the worst. Moving on, Ayanokoji also saw Koinji in the gym, which is not surprising. With the body he has, he definitely would be going to the gym, and as expected, he does get a lot of attention with all the weight he lifts. Ayanokoji also met Ichinose, but nothing too important happened except they trained on the machines side by side, which would only give rise to more rumors about them. And just like that, we are on to part 2, which actually justifies the title of this chapter. As Ayanokoji leaves the gym, he thought of hanging out with someone, but he couldn't think of anyone and stopped. He goes on to say that he gets rejected when asking to hang out with someone, and thus the title, The Song of Loneliness. And at this point I was feeling bad for him, but just after that he thought that calling someone is not the only way to hang out. Like, what about a chance meeting? Like, he just spots someone and pretends to meet them, and then he proceeds to look around for some classmates and students he knows, but ends up giving up because he would look too suspicious like that trying to find someone. And I was like, that wasn't very Ayanokoji thing to do. And after it, he picked up the unnamed thing that he wanted to buy, and he goes to the rental DVD shop and happens to find Chihiro there. And I don't know if that was intentional, but he somehow was not able to hide his presence to a normal girl like Chihiro. Not to mention, she was wearing headphones listening to music. As such, we get to know that Chihiro is listening to a sad love song, and she definitely thinks that Ayanokoji is the reason for it, and just like that she asks to talk somewhere while not attracting much attention. And her first question was very obvious about the relationship between Ayanokoji and Ichinose. Seems like she still hasn't moved on from Ichinose. And Ayanokoji, knowing it full well, just gave her extra existential crisis, like saying there's nothing to worry right now, no one knows what will happen in the future, saying stuff as an insurance. Like, I even started feeling bad for Chihiro. And then the rumors came up which definitely had some truth to them. So with all that, I'm just wondering if these rumors had made their way up to Karuizawa. Ichinose coming to Ayanokoji's room, she most probably knows about that, and as of the gym, I am kinda surprised she hasn't joined the gym herself to be with Kiyotaka. Maybe Kei would do that in the future, am I right? Do let me know what you think of the first chapter and which was your favorite moment. As for the next chapter, it is being translated, it will be uploaded soon, so subscribe to get the notification for it, and I will see you all in the next one.